Driving on buses after hours on the road that began well before dawn, workers from California's oil industry arrived in Sacramento carrying a message from their co-workers and their communities. AB 1326 would cost real Californians their jobs. An economic study of a similar bill said 10,000 jobs are at stake.
If this bill passes, the only extraction that will be occurring in California is the extraction of our jobs to other states and to other countries.
Those in the red wave said jobs would be lost because an oil severance tax would force older, less productive wells to close. Jobs would close with them. Opportunities, too. Teresa Mitchell owns 10 wells that are her income. AB 1326 could force closure.
I am opposed to this bill because it is going to take away from my livelihood. This severance tax is the money that I would use for retirement or for funding my daughter's college education.
Especially at risk from a severance tax, young people entering a battered job market.
It's definitely going to make it a lot difficult for my friends to find more jobs, and as well as for me trying to build a career freshly out of college, trying to build the experience.
But they came hundreds of miles on their own time with the message, "Save our jobs." Time and time again, those in the red wave said it's not just about them. Thousands of jobs outside the industry are threatened too.
The jobs are in jeopardy are not only the oil companies, but it's the bigger oil companies, also the small businesses, the small consulting companies, and we are at risk for losing our jobs. It's very important that the people know, the people are aware that these taxes will definitely hurt us, large and small.
This bill is going to affect energy pricing. It's going to affect mom and pop stores. It's going to affect everybody from going to the grocery store, buying gas, buying food, and that's what's important.
The employment pilgrims made their mark in the hearing room, where arguments against AB 1326 included how it would increase dependence on foreign oil, put upward pressure on gas and diesel prices, and force down property tax revenues that fund schools and essential county services. But jobs were the real issue. Kern County has 17.5% unemployment. An oil severance tax would mean the loss there of 7,000 jobs.
You're aiming at big oil, but you're going to hit the little guy. These taxpayers turn into people who consume services instead.
When we lay off workers, it's not just them who will be hurt. It's their families who will go from having a secure income to having no paycheck and no health insurance.
The number one concern among college students is finding a job after graduation. And in this economy, it's not only difficult to find a job, it's almost impossible to find one in your desired field. AB 1326 will make this situation even harder.
The people that are the small producers and that have the ancillary services that we so need. We need everybody working, and especially in a lot of these oil producing areas. I mean, the unemployment is outrageous.
The committee members heard the message from all parts of the state and refused to pass AB 1326, essentially killing an oil severance tax for another session. Over the last several years, oil industry workers have led the fight to show that an oil severance tax, on top of the taxes already put on oil production, would cost Californians thousands of jobs. The idea has been defeated in cities small and large, by state lawmakers and by voters statewide. That makes the oil industry workers undefeated. Scott McDonald, Sacramento.